what I was be.
Oh.
Damn, bro.
What the f, Ed?
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, 16leo, and I am back with another... Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second. My phone is ringing. This is so embarrassing. 1 second. Hello? Who is this? Really? Wow. Well, I guess I fucking called it then, didn't I? Big Ed and Liz have broken up, and it has come to a surprise to almost nobody. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew Big Ed would mess this up. I'm sorry if you thought Big Ed was gonna live a happily ever after, but after everything we know about this man, do you think that was really an option? So with the 90-day Fiancé series coming to an end, they finish off with the tell-all. I had no idea how long this video was. It's in 2 parts. They did 2 parts. And each part was like 50 minutes. So I sifted through the footage, but this might actually have to be a 2-part series as well. And let me just make one thing very clear. This is not a Big Ed channel. This is a Big Baby channel. It just happens that this fat man is taking up a lot of airtime. But after this series, I think this will be over. So it's gonna be our final hurrah. So I hope you guys are ready for this 2-part series. It's sort of bittersweet. Don't know when I'm gonna talk about him next. This tell-all is gonna be juicier than plant-based beef. Juicy, juicy, juicy. I gotta be honest, 90-Day Fiancé kinda spoiled it for me because the title is Ed and Liz broke up. Way to ruin the surprise. They couldn't even put like a question mark. Big Ed and Liz broke up. That would have been nice. I'm taking bets. What do you guys think the reason is? Reverse Elvis because he's too possessive. That is a good one. Rufus. That's a fake dog. Doesn't know how to say anything. Drunk. He's drunk. I think that it's gonna be a communication issue and Liz is gonna be like, we just couldn't hold it together. They got Nigella back. I don't think that's her actual name, but they got her back. She always asks questions that people already know the answer to and she has no sympathy. I love her interviewing skills. Someone could die and she'd be like, oh, so they're not breathing. I love this woman. This is the one I've been waiting for. Hey, before we get on to the next part of the video, Chubby Cheeks Leo here in my chair, and I want to tell you about today's sponsor, YouGov. So YouGov is a global online community of millions of people who share their opinions on beliefs, politics, behaviors, and brands to earn cash and gifts from places like Amazon and Best Buy. For example, some of the surveys they have right now are about unemployment, climate change, and elections. So YouGov is free to join, and as a member, you will earn points by completing short surveys via their website or app. You'll earn bonus points for completing your first survey and even be rewarded if you recommend this to your family and friends. You could use the money earned on YouGov to fund that next PS5, or you could splurge it on something even more ridiculous, like old-timey headphones. I've tried it out and I'm going to use my YouGov cash towards an Amazon gift card. That way I can buy a smart TV. I have a smart TV. It's dumb. That's not a joke. It doesn't turn on. And you know what happens when TVs start ignoring you? Either you stop paying your power bill or you need to go on Amazon and get a new TV. There's no easier way to start making cash this quickly. So click on my link in the description to start right now. Thanks again, YouGov, for sponsoring this video. Back to you. But before we start the video, please do hit subscribe. It's been a lovely journey on this Big Ed trip, and fortunately or unfortunately, depending on what side you're on, I don't know if it ends here. So if you want to see more, then do hit that bell notification and get notified every time. While you're at it, follow me at 16leo_. The thing I've been doing recently is dropping hints as to what the next video is before I drop it, and people seem to like that. So if you want that to be a thing, that would be pretty cool. Tell me everything.
Tonight on 90 Day, the Single Life Tell-All. It's an epic 2-part special event.
I'm very anxious. Things aren't really good between Liz and I haven't spoken to her in a while.
Last I heard, they were moving in together. Now she's moving on? If you ask a girl to move in and she moves on, that's a L. Also, nice shirt, bro. What are you going bowling after this? Jesus, how many gutter balls do you want to hit today?
You know, I treated Liz very well. I did the best I could. But
have you ever seen anyone in their life feel that much agony from taking a shirt off? This man took his jumper off. He's like, oh God! Whew. Oh, it's the neck.
She was taught to fight, you know, not to love and be affectionate. I don't want Liz here today.
Why not?
It's just too soon.
So before the actual tell-all, they have a little pre-interview with Big Ed, and he's like, man, I don't even want to see Liz. It's too soon. He also says that Liz is not good at showing affection, which I don't think is true. I think this man is overly affectionate. I think what he wants would be a blow-up doll, because that is the only person I know that would never leave the house, never leave his side, never even think about another guy. That seems to be what Big Ed wants. So,
It's just too soon.
Ah, well, that is a new way to wipe the tears from your eyes. I don't think I've seen a grown adult do that in my life. Have you ever seen someone cry and then use two hands to just... That's something I would see a 3-year-old do. Just because you're the same height as one, it doesn't mean that you should act like one. And I could say that because I don't like this man right now because of what he's about to say in this episode. I have a little pent-up aggression towards Big Ed right now. Before they go onto stage, all of the 90-Day Fiancé cast meet each other again, and Big Ed meets one of these girls, Fernanda, I think her name is.
Nice to meet you. Fernanda, I have a little crush on her, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my
as
God,
well.
you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And you're
Appreciate
tall.
that.
I think she's a total knockout, you know. I would love for anything to happen with her.
And you could see why I don't like this man. Damn. Bro, are you not waiting for Liz? You can't look at Liz and be like, you the one for me. And then look at Fernanda and be like, you the two for me. That means you the shit, baby girl. How you like that? You can't do that.
Liz is somebody that I cared for and loved very much. And she wasn't wrong. She was just the wrong one.
That's like a Drake quotable. She wasn't wrong. She was just the wrong one. I told her things would be different in the long run. That does sound like a fucking Drake lyric. Just when it's about to begin, Liz comes onto the set and Big Ed's like, oh, damn. And they take a seat and the show begins.
We are going to start with Ed and Liz.
Woo! 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 Yeah, yeah! I would not make a good audience member at a court hearing.
We see you guys are sitting not together today.
Oh, holy shit. There's two people in between them. They took a quarantine seat. That's at least 1.5 meters away. What the hell happened? They couldn't even sit together just on the show?
What's going on?
We broke up.
You broke up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys broke up. What a shocker. Come on, we all knew this was gonna happen. Big Ed was laughing when he said it.
We broke up.
We broke up a month ago today.
You were making plans to move in together. What happened?
Ed loves to rush our relationship.
Oh, Ed rushed it, huh? Could have seen that one coming. This man cannot take it slow, which is why I freaked the hell out when he said they did it 8 times in one night. This man is a literal bunny rabbit, and not in the good way.
When we finally became a couple, the next week I was meeting his daughter. The next week I was meeting his sister to break up 2 weeks later.
I can tell this is emotional for you to talk about right now. What are you feeling?
There's Nigella, back at it with the classics. I can see that sodium is eroding from your eyes. Are you less than happy right now? Could you explain to the crowd why that is? It's because they broke up, Nigella. They were happy and they broke up, that's why. Oh, Nigella, bless your heart. This guy clearly does not learn because it's happened so many times and she's forgiven him. Every time he was like, okay, I want to meet you, then I want to date you, then I want to do you, then I want to show you to my daughter, marry you, and move in. Like, it's too fast. And maybe for Big Ed, it's not too fast because he's older and he wants to get all of that stuff done faster. But for someone who's 28, that definitely does put the pressure on someone who may not want to move as fast as you. You have to be a couple that's moving at the same speed. One of y'all can't move way ahead and then wait for the other one. That's not how it works at all.
I was not expecting this to be the outcome. I was expecting to be with each other. I never thought he would not be a part of my life. I thought he was gonna be the one.
Liz, you don't have to lie anymore. You're under oath. You tell your story, baby. You thought that he was never not gonna be a part of your life? This dude came into your restaurant a couple weeks ago and he ordered fries with a side of sexy time. Now you're trying to get a Liz training order from him. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what has changed? This dude has clearly not changed in your life since you met him. Every time you ever had any problem, it was either because he was too pushy or too fast. Also, I'm just saying, you could have seen what he did with Rose. There's a lot of red flags. Dude, this man has so many red flags, you would think he's part of the Bloods. I'm just saying.
Now I'm here on the single life. Single.
Woo! Oh, sorry. Inappropriate? Not right? Thought it was a celebration moment. All right, whatever. Woo!
We moved way too fast. Like she didn't have a chance. Our relationship didn't have a chance.
It did though. I'm starting to think TLC didn't pay her as much as I thought they did. Like she seemed to actually care at some point. You completely ruined it by moving like Usain Bolt. As soon as you met her, you were like, Liz, I don't care what your last name is. It's now Ed. Liz Ed. My first name is Big, my last name's Ed. Bet you didn't know that. I'm so surprised that you wanted to take it so fast with her, when with Rose, you wanted to take it so slow that you wouldn't have kids with her. It's like you never find the balance, bro.
I was so excited for the first time in 29 years that I had somebody that was interested in me.
Bitch, you had Rose like 2 years ago. You just gonna forget she existed? This means war, but whatever.
And I was so afraid to like anyone, to like Liz, because I would get rejected. And the minute she said, I see you as boyfriend material, I stopped listening.
You didn't listen before that, because when she said no to you kissing her on the mouth, you're like, why? Why can I not kiss you on the mouth? I am Big Ed. Or in French, Big Ed. I don't know why he's French now. He's just romantic, I guess. I mean, that's one of the worst things you can possibly hear. Once you become someone's boyfriend, shouldn't you listen more? I always thought that you're supposed to listen and be more attentive once you're in the relationship. Listen to Big Ed, you'll end up like him.
I was like, friend, I'm gonna make her world amazing. I'm gonna do everything I can to give her what I thought she deserved, she never had.
I tried to give her everything she wanted. She's 28 and has a kid and works as a waitress in a first world country. The best thing you could have gave her was your time, energy, effort, and attention. And you seem to just want to take things from her and get the CX. That's really all it seemed like, bro.
Not you.
I don't know where these tears are coming from, but Nigella doesn't even buy them because she's not even asking you about them. When Nigella doesn't even register that you're crying, you're not crying. She's a robot with no feelings, but even she knows when something's up.
So, Ed, let me ask you, what was the point where you two were no longer a couple?
I don't even know.
We don't know.
I don't even know. Like, I don't.
We were in the jacuzzi drinking, and we just started fighting over such stupid shit.
Can you imagine breaking up over a jacuzzi? I don't know. Big Ed got in the jacuzzi. All the water somehow got out. I was like, I thought it was supposed to be hot. He's like, it's lukewarm. We start fighting. Now I hate this man. I was like, can you move over? He's like, I already am. We couldn't fit. So we broke up. Understandable. Have a good day.
Liz, look at me. Okay, look at me.
I'm looking at an asshole right now.
Damn, straight.
I am in therapy. I'm 55. I've never been in therapy. I know that there is a lot I need to work on for me.
Okay, well, Big Ed's replies that he's in therapy. Listen, I have some problems myself. I know a lot of people that go to therapy. I tried it. I know for one thing, you can't claim that just because you're going to therapy, it excuses you for being a bad person. You can't be an asshole and be like, yeah, well, I go to therapy. Please don't use that therapy excuse again, my guy. Thank you sincerely, everyone who's been to it.
Our time is gone because he sent me a lovely message at one point saying that he's going to take girls out constantly until he finds the one.
Whoa.
And after 3 weeks of begging.
Wait a minute, he sent you an email?
Nigella, that's not the issue. That's what... Why was that the first thing you asked about? She's like, wait a minute. Email. Come on. Liz was literally saying Big Ed messaged her saying that he was going out with all these other girls in Vegas and actually gonna find the right one. Liz even admitted to begging for him to take her back. And Nigella's like, So can you send emails to other people? Nigella's still using her fax machine to contact people, bro. This is not the right time.
That
Were you hurt?
killed me when I read those words.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm an asshole. When we fight, I'm a dick.
I've seen this before personally from Big Ed. Him taking accountability, then saying, you know, I'm this, I'm that, and then saying he'll do better, and then not doing any of it. So I don't believe that anymore. He's saying the right thing. He knows the error of his ways, but he doesn't have an eraser. So he just writes over it. Just the same shit over and over again. I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I'm a dildo face. He just says that and keeps going. Nobody wants to date a dildo face, okay? And that's what you are. That's my new word. Don't take that one.
Want to know another stupid fight that we had? Here's another stupid fight, which I didn't even know how to dumb down this conversation to tell him how I felt about it.
Men, if you're watching this, anytime a girl starts doing this, she starts hitting you with the karate chops, it's over. You need to shut the fuck up. Just go back into your hoodie, Just listen to her. Once you start throwing the karate chops, she's like Sandy Cheeks. When you're not gonna get through this conversation if you don't listen to her.
I said multiple times, I want to make this home feel like I'm coming home, not to my boyfriend's house. I didn't get a say in the photos. I didn't get a say in the placement. I didn't get to do any decorations. Yeah, it was not me. It's still him.
1000% agree with Liz on this one. If you're gonna ask someone to move in, you have to make sure that they feel comfortable, because not only is it your home at that point, it's their home as well. You gotta give up half your household, or at least make some compromises, dude. That's real shitty for Liz to come home and not have it feel like a home.
He picked out photos of me, my daughter and I, and he put them up where he wanted to.
Hold on, but I'm a photographer. Hold on one second, Liz. That hurt my feelings immensely, and I'll tell you why.
You saying you're a photographer hurt my feelings, so we're kind of even on that one.
I'm a photographer
But
too.
listen to me. Cole, can I talk, please?
No, I'm getting tired of you talking, honestly. You always have an excuse for something. You literally have an excuse for everything. You're lying to her. You're making her feel bad for every little thing.
Woo! Go off, Colt. Call 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. I'm sorry about that.
I walk into your bathroom and it's a picture of your face.
In the bathroom?
No, I have a big shower curtain with my face on it. Okay, I'll give you that.
So yeah, I did a little verification check on that. He got a shower curtain with his damn fat face on it. Liz has a kid, and if the kid has to walk into the shower and see fat man face every time, oh God. That is terrible. How does a man be so self-promotional that even in his own home he's advertising for himself? I am so ready for a Kim Kardashian Big Ed crossover. I want Keeping Up with Big Ed.
And I think I told you to leave, and then you actually left.
So Big Ed tells Liz to leave and got surprised at the fact that she left. No, yeah, that's the face right there, same one. You're not Cristiano Ronaldo, but you do look like the soccer ball he kicks.
Okay, so first of all, the reason why I do that, this is what my therapist is telling me is...
Stop, explain, and tell us stories what your therapist is telling you. You sound like a piece of shit that would make me blush.
I'm not really sure what the hell that means, but stop using your therapist as an excuse.
So you basically broke her down to be the way you wanted, and then...
now you don't want it.
Now you don't want it.
I completely feel like that's what had happened.
Also, I think everyone's right in the situation. You sort of manipulated and turned Liz into what you wanted and somehow still didn't want that. So what do you want? Because this poor girl has done a lot once she fell in love with you.
That's saying something. You're tricking Liz here. You gave her all this crap while you're off having fun with all the sugar babies.
Oh, go off, Colt. Call 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need.
Having fun with all the sugar babies.
Yeah, all the sugar babies. I like how he says that. All the sugar babies. I didn't even know that's what you call it. This is how bad I am at this. I didn't know that's what you call them. I knew that if it's a dad, you call him a sugar daddy. I didn't know what the girl was called in that situation. A bitch? Shows how much I know. I guess I will never be a damn sugar daddy in my life. Colt seems to know, though. He knows about sugar babies.
What the f*** is she supposed to do?
Go, Shauna. Go, Shauna. I mean, I call you Nigella, but still, go, Shauna. She's my favorite. I'm pretty sure she's an alien. And when people are fighting and arguing, and she needs to break it up and move on, she just sits there and looks at them like an alien. She's just like, So is this what they do on this planet?
At one point, I felt like if I didn't go at his pace, I was gonna lose him.
What made you think that he wouldn't want you anymore if you didn't go at his speed?
Holy shit, Nigella, that was a good question. Everybody's just surprising me today. All right, Nigella. That's a fist bump. I'm not trying to do any like robotic thing to you.
He would tell me all the time that it wouldn't work out between us. And it scared me that I would lose him.
How you tell someone that they're gonna lose you and then cry when you lose them? You sound like a real, dare I say it, pussy right now. I'm sorry, I said it. I meant it. I stole your mama credit. In any relationship, you're gonna make mistakes. 100%. It's about forgiving that other person and seeing the changes in them. If they are willing to change for you and they're willing to try for you, you must mean something to them. Big Ed said many times I'm gonna change and show no even semblance of change. But if he actually changed for Liz, I think she would have stuck with him and I think they would have made it work. I feel really sad for Liz seeing her like this. It's kind of heartbreaking, really.
So I caved.
God, I'm getting emotional.
This is like that dinner in The Office when Michael and Jan had that dinner and everybody else had to just sit around and be like, So you like paper?
Are you saying that Ed was hanging out with other women?
I didn't expect to be dumped and then him be out in Vegas living the life.
What are you, Dennis Rodman all of a sudden? You rebounding? Who you rebounding off? Who you rebounding with? You putting balls through holes, are you? I see what you're doing. Where's Tiffany? How's your daughter? Who you clubbing with?
I don't want to get hurt.
I got hurt. You hurt me. Just completely left me and you promised me you wouldn't leave me.
Sometimes it's trash to rely on someone and then have your heart just pulled apart. It sucks. I feel sorry for Liz. What? This man been playing? He's a player? Big Ed, more like Biggie Smalls? What are we talking about here?
How soon after you guys broke up did you know he was hanging out in Vegas?
Like 2 days.
What the Ed?
Couldn't even wait 3 days, Ed.
Dude, firstly, what would 3 days do? If she said 3 days, would people have been like, oh, seems okay. Come on, Colt. Really? Secondly, why do I give him the benefit of the doubt every time he cries? No, 2 days later in Vegas? This shit is wild. That's the thing I hate about Big Ed. Whenever he tells his side of the story, he leaves out these amazingly big details that if you knew them, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, I can't side with you anymore. This dude was crying, acting like both of them could never get right. Meanwhile, he's up in Vegas sexing people. So what was all that stuff about forever and moving in and wanting to meet the daughter? Why? What is all that? I don't know how to process things as well as you, clearly. I can't get over things that fast. I don't know if anybody can. And if you really did get over her in 2 days, did you really love her?
Okay. 5 minute stretch break.
Please.
Okay, to stretch.
All right, guys, please don't leave the stage.
So that is the end of part 1 of this tell-all. Big Ed is proving to be more of a dickhead than he usually does. I'm so glad that the couch is there so that they can hold him accountable. And as usual, Nigella shines. She is my shining star because she asks the questions everybody doesn't really want to know. So thank you for existing, Shauna/Nigella. I want to thank you guys so much for watching part 1. I hope that you're back for part 2, and here's a little snippet of that.
I'm gonna go jerk off in a cup.
I don't want to hype you up, but there's some crazy stuff in the next part. And it ends in a way that you probably didn't expect it to. I know I absolutely didn't expect it to end this way. So I hope that you stick around for that one. Thank you so much for giving me your time and watching the videos. I really do appreciate that. And to lead us off, we have Reverend Fluffs. You're not a reverend.
Oh, you mean Christians?
Taking back control.